It's loaded with flavor. It's easy to make. That's what everybody wants for dinner, right?
Everyone wants it. Trust me, it's delicious.
It smells wicked good in here.
Joining us with a delicious chicken recipe is Kathleen Delaney, personal chef from mygreatgrapes.com. Kathleen, this is one of those meals that you take a recipe, you don't have everything, it's okay.
It is.
Work with what you got.
Well, think about it. Everything you see, and when you're looking at recipes, I love to read recipes, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you get inspired by them, and that's the key of creative cooking. So you go into your refrigerator, you're like, I have chicken, I have fruit, I have nuts, I have bolts, whatever, you know. But I have a lot of things that I have in my
cooking with bolts.
No, I'm only kidding. But what I found was this great. My friend Mario Batali, who I always have known for years and love his food. So it's really clean, yummy food. He does this recipe with chicken and chicken thighs, and he does it with cherries. And I said, well, let's see how can I make that? What do I have in my fridge to make that really well?
So you let it inspire you to make something
absolutely
similar, but you put your own twist on it.
Absolutely. So what I did is I used most of the same ingredients that he did, and I put some prosciutto in. I made a little mirepoix with some onions and some celery, just to give it some substance.
So just kind of take us through. You put some butter in the pan,
Yep.
put the celery in,
I
put some
did.
prosciutto in,
Yep.
some
Sauteed
rosemary.
it. Some rosemary, a little bit of lemon and lime and orange zest.
Okay, some zest, and that's all that this is.
Absolutely. And then I'm going to take some of the fantastic fruit that I had. I had red grapes, I had raspberries, and I had some fresh figs. So I put them all together in the pan that already had the yummy bits in it, and I put a little bit of chicken broth in just to give it a little bit of some moisture. Now you could use wine. You could use whatever you want.
But this is a great way to not have to use butter or oil. You just throw in some chicken stock.
You sure could. And it keeps it lean. And listen, I didn't have any breadcrumbs because I didn't make any right yet. So what am I going to do? Well, you know what I had? I had some crackers. So that's going to be the main ingredient to give that whatever the bread part of it is. And you know me, I'm not a big bread person. So I'm going to put just a touch of cider vinegar in for a little zing. And then all of this stuff is going to go all in one bowl. Now before I sliced a chicken breast in half and I grilled it on both sides, almost cooking it through, leaving it a little under. Because what I'm going to do is instead of rolling it up and tying it up and making it a really messy, you know, oh, I have to be so good with my kitchen twine, la la la. Don't worry about that.
I didn't know time with kitchen twine.
Gets on my nerves.
Because everybody's got kitchen twine.
And you don't want to eat it, and you make the mistake of eating it, so just don't have it there in the first place.
So I'm going to take some of my crackers.
I love that you.
And I honestly used my kids' snack today because that's what I had.
So right now, if they're looking at their lunchbox, sorry.
Wondering why there's no cheese crackers, Mom. That's why.
Parmesan?
This is actually, I was going to use Parmesan, but I found that I had Manchego. And Manchego is one of my favorite Spanish cheeses. It's like the cheddar for the Spaniards. And so I'm just going to mush this all together, mix it up. Here, you can do that for me with a nice thing.
Yeah, I'll do anything you want, Kathleen. There we go. Just put me to work.
So what we're doing though is we're not following the recipe in a way, but we're getting the similar flavors because the cherries are so sweet, but we're making up for that sweetness in other places.
And it's really, it's supposed to be chunky and rustic and amazing. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to layer it onto the
take it away.
The beautiful chicky chicks. I would use my hands, but I'm going to be good today. I'm going to layer it, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on top. Now, okay, because I want it to cook so that this can be for your family.
Oh, I see.
So you put it like that, and then
sandwich.
Well, we're gonna bake it. We're gonna melt the cheese.
So it's like an easy way to stuff chicken.
Exactly. I took the Tuesday night kind of way to stuff chicken without going totally crazy.
Yes, that's the way that I work.
Oh,
the easiest way. No twine or stuffing necessary.
And honestly, it cooks through too. Then you don't have to. There's no guessing on. Oh, where's my meat thermometer? You can actually see. Oh, look, the chicken's cooked. So what we'll do is we'll put this in the oven.
Okay.
Right now, I have it on 400 so we can just finish it nicely. And then what I did is you've got all these wonderful flavors still in the pan. And we are going to take those bits, what they call the brown bits, you know.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm just going to put a little bit more chicken broth. Now listen, you could put butter in if you wanted to, but I like chicken broth. I'm making a sauce. I'm going to take an orange. I'm going to squeeze in my orange.
With some oomph there too.
I'm muy más macho.
It's like you choreographed it or something.
No, because physical fitness is important, and you got to find those.
I don't do a lot of
in
sitting,
there.
you know.
Exactly, you're not supposed to.
No.
Sitting's the new smoking.
Especially now, I don't know how
I heard that.
Mike taught us earlier.
So yeah, so this is going to be great because now we're going to put our raspberries in it.
All right,
and we're going to crank the heat up.
We're going to let you finish that up. We're not done with
That's our sauce.
That's
what we're going to pour over the chicken.
I
can't wait to see the finished product. We are back in the kitchen with personal chef Kathleen Delaney from mygreatgrapes.com. So this is the finished product.
It is. We're done. I made the we have
Easy.
the chicken. I took the rest of the fruit and a little chicken broth, and I basically reduced it, and then I topped it onto the stuffed chicken, and voila.
Oh, with a little bit of wine. What a nice meal.
It was. It's really gonna taste good. Are you